Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Friday edition of the Assembly Committee on Natural Resources. Madam Secretary, would you please call the roll?
Assemblywoman Anderson? Assemblywoman Black? Here. Assemblywoman Brown May? Here. Assemblywoman Carlton? Here. Assemblywoman Cohen? Here. Assemblyman Ellison? Assemblywoman Gonzalez? Here. Assemblywoman Hanson? Here. Assemblywoman Martinez? Assemblywoman Titus? Here. Assemblyman Wheeler? Here. Chair Watts.
And I am here. Thank you. We have all members present. We have a quorum. With that, members, we only have one item before us today, and that is a work session on Senate Bill 344. So, with that, I'll open the work session and turn it over to Mr. Stinisbeck, our policy analyst, to lead us through the work session on this bill.
Thank you, Chair. For the record, Jan Stinsbeck with the Research Division of the LCB. As nonpartisan staff, can I advocate for or against any measure? Senate Bill 344, the only bill in the work session today, was heard in this committee on May 5th, and it makes it unlawful for a person unless he or she meets one of several exemptions to import, possess, sell, transfer, or breed any dangerous wild animal, or allow any member of the public to come in direct contact with a dangerous wild animal. Among the exceptions are certain resort hotels, qualified visual media productions, veterinarians, and certain law enforcement personnel are authorized to deal with dangerous wild animals and carry out their duties. Additionally, a person who possesses a dangerous wild animal before July 1st, 2021 is allowed to keep the animal if the person meets certain requirements. Lastly, a law enforcement officer or animal control agent may seize a dangerous wild animal if the agent believes the owner of the animal has violated certain provisions. A person or entity given temporary custody of a dangerous wild animal may petition a court to gain compensation from the person from whom the animal was seized. There is one amendment proposed to this measure. The language of that amendment is attached to the work session document and should have been provided to the members, and is announced now. In summary, the amendment removes the prohibition that a person shall not import, possess, sell, transfer, or breed a dangerous wild animal in the state, and clarifies that a person shall not allow a dangerous wild animal to come in direct contact with a member of the public. Clarifies that the prohibition of direct contact with a dangerous wild animal does not apply to the owner of the animal, certain employees or other persons engaged by the owner of the animal, veterinarians, law enforcement officers or animal control officers, or Nevada's Department of Wildlife. And lastly, it removes the provisions relating to the placement of dangerous wild animals with certain persons. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you very much, Mr. Stinisbeck. With that, members, are there any questions on the amendment? Vice Chair Cohen, we'll start with you.
Thank you, Chair. I just want to confirm that the only animals impacted in this are the animals that are specifically listed in Section 4, I believe it is.
Thank you for that question, Vice Chair, and that is correct. The provisions only apply to the animal species that are explicitly listed in that portion of the bill. Other questions for members? Assemblyman Ellison.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. The only question I had is, we brought it up in the committee, was on Section 4A, which was the gray wolves. And they're kind of a hybrid gray wolves with hybrid. Would the hybrid still exempt them, or, because I know there's a lot of people have them?
Thank you for that question, Assemblyman Ellison. I know that there was a response submitted by the Department of Wildlife that did address the issue of hybrids, and I think we did also address it during the committee meeting. Mr. Amburn, is there anything you'd like to add on that?
Thank you, Chair Watts. Alan Amburn for the record. So hybrids are not included in that paragraph A, subsection 4 of section 4, because we're not explicitly including the language including hybrids thereof. So we're just talking about gray wolves, not hybrids thereof.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for the clarification.
Thank you. Members, any additional questions on the amendment or the bill? Seeing none, I would accept a motion to amend and do pass SB 344. Okay, I've got a motion from Vice Chair Cohen, a second from Assemblywoman Gonzalez. Discussion on the motion. Vice Chair Cohen.
Thank you, Chair. You know, I guess that for me, this is one of those cases where I don't want to let the perfect be the enemy of the good. I'm still concerned with the safety issue of people having these wild animals, for the animals themselves and for the public. But I do think we're taking away the economic incentive here, for some people who don't have good intention to, have these animals and benefit from them economically. So, I just wanted to put that on the record. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Any other discussion on the motion? Seeing none, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed, nay. Motion passes unanimously, and I will assign the floor statement on this to Assemblywoman Cohen, Vice Chair Cohen. Thank you. With that, members, the only other item on our agenda today is public comment. Seeing none in the room, Broadcast Production Services, can we see if we have anyone wishing to offer public comment by phone?
Thank you, Chair. However, the public line is open and working. There are no callers at this time.
All right, thank you. So with that, members, just very briefly, we have no bills in our possession at this time. So we will not be planning to have a meeting on Monday. There are some measures that are out there that may make their way to us, and if so, we'll get meetings scheduled and get everyone notified. But that's where things are at right now. So with no other business before us, I thank you all for your time, and we are adjourned.